Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How are you all feeling? Please let me know in the comment section below. What did you have for breakfast today? We've been having these sessions, I think, almost for this is the third week, right? This is the third week now. We're learning all about um, a few specific type of conditions. Today we are going to talk about thyroid. So before that, I just wanted to quickly check up on everyone and see what are we making for breakfast. Hello everyone. Yes, seeds and milk, sprouts, moong, idli, sambar, chutney, dosa. हम आज क्या खाए ब्रेकफास्ट में? प्लीज बताइए चैट बॉक्स में आप आज क्या खाए? Paneer bajra paratha. Oh my god, this is so interesting. Had tofu mixed with peppers and tomatoes for breakfast. Idli sambar. Multigrain kitchen with vegetables. Okay, I don't know exactly what it is, but seems dicing. Dhokla. Dry fruit milk. Wow. Curd rice. Poha. Apple and chutney. Besan ka chila and banana. Oh, Ekadasi fasting. Somebody asking, what did I have today? I had palak wala smoothie in which I added some bananas, fair nuts and seeds, and also some dates because I like it a little bit sweet. And no dates we add kiye the usme. So that was my breakfast for today. Upma and kakri or kurma. Wow, so many amazing breakfasts. I am so glad. I hope you have been able to follow what Dr. Umesh has sent us, like in terms of the recipes for breakfast, and you've been able to follow as much as possible and learn a lot and actually implement something in your lives. So, we've been having a series this time, and today we are going to talk about thyroid. Again, a lot of it specifically related to diet. So I'm actually really excited because, like, at one point I had hypothyroidism where I actually used to take a lot of medicines and regularly. But again, it was temporary. I had lifestyle changes. I used to play a lot after that. I improved my diet and I was able to recover from it. So that's why I'm actually very excited about, like, I'm not sure what exactly helped, but like slowly with changed lifestyle, I was able to get back. So today I'm excited to learn what would actually help me not get relapsed into it. All right. So it is, we have one more minute. Dr. Umesh is also ready. Shall we bring him on the floor? Yes. Hello, doctor. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good. New color today.
I know. I promised the Janta last week that I'll order some new colors because everyone was like, "Sir, आपका ये uniform है क्या?" मैंने बोला, "हाँ है तो सही, but we need to try different colors." I think black suits me better, so I think okay, let's order some. Mhm.
Amazing. So I'll hand over the floor to you, and I'm really
Sure.
excited to learn more about thyroid and how can we work on it
Sure.
better. So
Yep.
over to
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Okay. Are we all ready? Shall we get some yeses? Good evening, everyone. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Jhulelal, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Jinendra. Sat Sri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum. चलो शुरू करते हैं आज की बात. Thyroid. It is going to be a very serious session, to be really honest. ये सेशन हम शुरू करेंगे उससे पहले I'll be teaching you a very interesting research terminology. बिकॉज आई नो ये सेशन के एंड में जब Q&A शुरू होगा, इन द Q&A पार्ट यू आर गोइंग टू आस्क मी क्वेश्चंस लाइक, सर थायराइड में हमने सुना है सोया प्रोडक्ट्स हमें नहीं खाने चाहिए. सर थायराइड में बोला जाता है कि ब्रोकली, क्रूसीफेरस वेजिटेबल्स लाइक कैबेज, कॉलीफ्लावर ये सब हमें नहीं खाना चाहिए. सर हमें थायराइड में बोला जाता है वी शुडंट ईट डेयरी एट ऑल. इज इट सो? ये सवालों के जवाब आपको ये पर्टिकुलर रिसर्च टर्मिनोलॉजी से पता चल जाएगा. ठीक है. सो एक रिसर्च टर्मिनोलॉजी है जिसका नाम है एनेक्डोटल स्टडीज. एनेक्डोट का मतलब होता है कहानियां, एक किस्सा. बहुत बार बोलते हैं ना कि यार मैं तुझे एक किस्सा सुनाता हूं, तो किस्से को बोलते हैं I'll tell you an incident. Something happened, and that incident or a kissa is called anecdote. And anecdotal studies are studies based on anecdotes. So it's really important for you to understand, for anything to be proven as a guideline or a fact, there has to be randomized control trial. There will be peer review studies have to be done. Like, you need to you need to control the environment, take 1,000, 10,000 people, and then apply same thing on them and see what the results are. For example, if we take a data of 1,000 people, and 1,000 के 1,000 लोगों को थायराइड का प्रॉब्लम है, और 1,000 के 1,000 लोगों को मैंने सोया चंक खिलाया, और 1,000 के 1,000 लोगों को नहीं, चलो 90% से ज्यादा लोगों को अगर सोया चंक खाने से थायराइड का प्रॉब्लम बढ़ रहा है, तो हम कंक्लूड करेंगे कि सोया चंक का थायराइड में रोल नेगेटिव है। हम कंक्लूड भी नहीं करेंगे, वो फैक्ट नहीं होगा, बोला जाएगा कि ये स्टडी के हिसाब से 90% लोगों को सोया चंक खाने के बाद उनके थायराइड हार्मोन खराब हुए, इफ इट वाज अ स्टडी। बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू ये सारी चीजें, सोया चंक की बात कर लो या क्रूसिफेरस वेजिटेबल्स की बात कर लो, देयर आर नो स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टडीज अराउंड थायराइड। व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इज एनेक्डोटल। पे किसी ने बोला कि मैंने सोया खाना बंद कर दिया ना तो मेरा थायराइड बेहतर हो गया, या मैंने डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स खाना बंद कर दिया ना तो मेरा थायराइड बेहतर हो गया। तो ये किससे सुन सुन के बातें आगे बढ़ी हैं। लॉट ऑफ रिसर्चर्स हैव ट्राइड डूइंग रिसर्च एज वेल कि यार लोग कुछ बोल रहे हैं, धुआं निकल रहा है तो कहीं ना कहीं आग लगी होगी। तो उन्होंने स्टार्टेड डूइंग, तो उन्होंने क्या फाइंड आउट किया, क्या हमें सोया चंक सही में खाना चाहिए, नहीं खाना चाहिए, क्रूसिफेरस वेजिटेबल्स खाने चाहिए, नहीं खाने चाहिए, एवरीथिंग टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द सेशन। पर लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ व्हाट इज थायराइड, थायराइड प्रॉब्लम्स क्या होते हैं, हमें उसको क्यों होते हैं, हमें उसको प्रिवेंट या मैनेज करने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए, कैन वी क्योर और रिवर्स थायराइड कंप्लीटली, विल टॉक अबाउट दैट। ठीक है, सो सबसे पहले थायराइड इज अ ग्लैंड। ग्लैंड इज अ पार्ट ऑफ योर बॉडी जहां से हॉर्मोन्स निकलते हैं। हॉर्मोन्स are one of the ways that your brain controls your body functions. We have learned that in the hormonal chapter. Okay, so your brain manages your body with two ways: nerves and hormones. Hormones are your chemical messengers in your body. Wherever hormones are released from, उस जगह को हम ग्लैंड बुलाते हैं। थायराइड एक वो वाली जगह है जहां से हॉर्मोन्स निकलते हैं, जो यहाँ पे आपके बेस ऑफ नेक में बटरफ्लाई शेप का एक ग्लैंड होता है जो कुछ हॉर्मोन्स रिलीज करता है। तो उसमें से जो मेन दो हार्मोन है, इनको बोलते हैं थायरोक्सिन, T3 एंड T4। T3 एंड T4 आर मेन हार्मोन्स, एंड देन वो कैल्सिटोनिन करके हार्मोन भी रिलीज करता है जो आपके बोन में कैल्शियम का लेवल मैनेज करता है। ठीक है, विथ पैराथायरॉयड हार्मोन्स मिल मिला के। बट अभी हमें कैल्सिटोनिन या पैराथायरॉयड हार्मोन के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट थायराइड हार्मोन्स। सो थायराइड हार्मोन्स आर टू, T3, T4। उनकी बीमारियां या जो प्रॉब्लम है उनको हम बोलते हैं थायराइड प्रॉब्लम्स। थायराइड प्रॉब्लम्स मेजरली दो प्रकार की होती हैं। देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ थायराइड प्रॉब्लम्स। वन, where your body is releasing more thyroid hormones than you need, and two, when your body is releasing less thyroid hormones than you need। हमने बताया था ना कि थायराइड हार्मोन्स का कुछ काम है, अगर उनको वो काम सही से करना है आपकी बॉडी में, तो दे हैव टू बी रिलीजिंग इन अ राइट लेवल। इफ उनका लेवल ऊपर गया तो भी उनका काम खराब होगा, इफ द लेवल गोज डाउन तो भी उनका काम खराब होगा, देयर फंक्शन गेट्स डिस्टर्ब। तो बिफोर वी अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट द फंक्शन गेट्स डिस्टर्ब, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द फंक्शंस। सो थायराइड का मेजर मेजर रोल है आपके एनर्जी मेटाबॉलिज्म को काम करना। दिस इज द थर्ड टाइम in last 15 days I am explaining the same thing. I hope you remember. ठीक है, thyroid hormone manage your energy metabolism. So whatever we eat, है ना, हम जो खाना खा रहे हैं, हम तीन चीजों के लिए खा रहे हैं, लाइक एनर्जी, ग्रोथ एंड रिपेयर। हाँ, interesting. Can you all hear me properly? Because my internet is looking fine. There is no issue here. Okay, just a second. Okay, can I go ahead?
Hello. Let's give Dr. Umesh just 1 minute. He's just switching and should be back soon. He's back.
Yeah, is it better? All right, let's say hello first, quickly. All right, awesome. All right, we will begin again. So what I was is say thyroid का function है हमारे body के energy metabolism को manage करना, right? So your food is one of the your food has three functions. One of the function is energy, second is growth, and third is repair. Energy part is managed by your thyroid hormones. So everything, like from your body functions to internal cellular functions to your body organs functioning, your brain, heart, lung, liver, intestine, your digestion, your excretion, everything needs energy. Your daily physical activity, you doing yoga, everything needs energy, and that energy comes from food. But food and your body functioning ke beech mein thyroid hormone is there. Thyroid hormone is essential for your energy production and utilization both. If the thyroid hormones are increasing higher amount mein, so you will feel hyper energetic, your metabolism will get faster, and all the body processes will get faster. Exactly opposite, if your thyroid hormones are running low, then exactly opposite thing, your body functionings will get slowed down. Now if you apply this thing, you will understand hyperthyroidism. When the thyroid hormones are releasing more, what will happen? You will feel restless, you'll have so much energy, you don't know what to do, you feel anxiety, you feel nervous, you will find it difficult to sleep because your nervous system is fired up. You'll have brittle hair and nail. You will find it difficult to gain weight, your appetite will be lost. This is hyperthyroidism. But exactly opposite, which is hypothyroidism, where your hormones are releasing less than what you need, it's it's exactly opposite. So from top to bottom, you'll feel your mouth is getting dry, you're feeling more thirsty because your throat is dry, your skin will become dry, you'll feel constipated, you'll feel mental fatigue, you'll feel physical fatigue because energy is not getting released properly, you'll feel depressed. So throughout the day, you are feeling weak, and as your metabolism is slowing down, you will gain weight and find it very very difficult to gain weight. Very very difficult to gain weight. So these are the two major thyroid problems, but they can happen because of other diseases. So you must have heard there are certain diseases called Hashimoto's disease, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So that's a autoimmune condition where your immune system is attacking your thyroid and making it produce less hormones. So you will suffer from hypothyroidism if you have Hashimoto's disease. Then there is a disease called Graves' disease, where again your immune system is attacking your thyroid gland in a way that it is producing more hormones that you need. So you are getting hyperthyroidism in Graves' disease. Then there are conditions like there will be tiny nodules, गांठ जिसको बोलते हैं ना, in your thyroid gland. That can also lead to your thyroid releasing more hormones. Again, hyperthyroidism. Are you seeing the pattern is same? It will go either up or down. Then a very common, since childhood we have seen the adverts of goiter, where the neck is enlarged. People with goiter have enlarged neck and they will have husky voice. They may lead to hyperthyroidism, but sometimes goiter is asymptomatic just with the bulgy neck. But goiter, do you remember why do we have goiter? Goiter happens because of iodine deficiency. And that's the reason why iodine yukt namak, iodized salt is became very popular, because it's very very important for goiter prevention and management both. So these are four different conditions or diseases why you can have thyroid problems. Thyroid problems are mainly of two type: hyper, hypo. We discussed the symptoms. Now let's talk about the causes. Why do we get thyroid problems? Abhi, this will answer your question whether it is curable or not. Now, thyroid problems, they fall under this category of autoimmune, because apart from goiter, thyroid is happening mostly because of autoimmune conditions. If if you have autoimmune thyroid problem, Hashimoto's, Graves' disease, or nodules, then you will have to be on medication, even the tinier dose, but you will have to be supported by external thyroid hormones throughout your life. It doesn't mean you can't better your the quality of the life, but autoimmune hai, in most cases you cannot reverse it or cure it. But then we have seen some anecdotal cases where people are like मुझे Hashimoto's था but अपने आप चला गया. Trust me, medical world has does no answer to that because there are no specific studies to prove कि Hashimoto's या Graves disease चला जाता है. Anecdotal है, किसी के किस्से हैं, 100 में से एक दो लोग बोलते हैं कि हो गया है, but वो कैसे हुआ है, we don't know. There is no explanation to it. If you have goiter, if it has happened because of the iodine deficiency, you can fix it by iodine ka supplementation or just eating iodine rich food items. There are certain ladies जो pregnancy के दौरान they get thyroid high. It's not a permanent thyroid high because during pregnancy you are going through a lot of hormonal changes. It can trigger your thyroid gland to go overactive or underactive, but with symptomatic treatment it can come under control, and once you are postnatal after breastfeeding phase, your thyroid levels will come back to normal and you won't have any problem. But if you feel you have thyroid ke symptoms, the best way to go about it is consult an endocrinologist, the people who specialize in hormone therapy or hormone treatments. You have to deal with them. So you have to consult, you have to get your hormone profile and antigen immune system profile done so that you find out whether what kind of thyroid problem you have. You have Hashimoto's, you have Graves. Is it happening because of iodine deficiency? Is it happening because of other pregnancy related causes? You have to find that out. And then the treatment will be different accordingly. Medication treatment will be different accordingly. Depending upon your T3, T4, and TSH levels, the doctor is going to prescribe you different hormones. It doesn't mean you have to take the hormones forever if it is reversible causes. But in most cases, as I said, in autoimmune conditions, you might have to, but you can reduce the dosage by managing your lifestyle. We will talk about that in a second. While managing your lifestyle, if your life is getting troublesome, you should take medicine. It's absolutely okay. I'm sure आप में से बहुत सारे लोग थायराइड प्रॉब्लम से सफर कर रहे हैं. आई एम श्योर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर जस्ट टायर्ड ऑफ कि भाई मुझे मेडिकेशन नहीं लेनी है, बट आपको बैलेंस बनाना पड़ेगा. जैसे मैं अभी इंग्लिश और हिंदी का बैलेंस बना रहा हूँ, यू हैव टू मेक अ बैलेंस ऑफ इट. यू कांट बी लाइक कि मुझे नेचुरल जाना है और आपकी लाइफ खराब हो रखी है बिकॉज ऑफ थायराइड सिम्टम्स. ठीक है, तो वी विल टॉक अबाउट लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस. लेट्स डू दैट, बट give me a couple of minutes because I wanted to cover a couple of more things, because a lot of people do the thyroid के टेस्ट T3, T4 और TSH के टेस्ट करवाते हैं. तो बहुत लोगों को कंफ्यूजन होता है कि सर मेरा TSH तो हाई है तो मेरा थायराइड हार्मोन कम क्यों है? Why am I suffering from hypothyroidism? Let's talk about that. Let's understand the difference between T3, T4 and TSH. T3, T4 यहां से रिलीज होता है आपके थायराइड ग्लैंड में से. TSH is a order hormone from your brain to thyroid. So कोई रीजन की वजह से अगर आपका T3, T4 नीचे जा रहा है जरूरत से, तो आपकी बॉडी TSH ज्यादा रिलीज करेगी टू गिव द ऑर्डर कि भाई थायराइड क्या कर रहा है, लेवल कम हो रहा है, बढ़ाओ. तो वो बढ़ाने के लिए यू नीड TSH. ठीक है. And when your T3, T4 level are getting higher in amount, तो your brain will be like नहीं नहीं TSH की इतनी जरूरत नहीं है, because TSH ऑर्डर देता है थायराइड को हार्मोन रिलीज करने, तो वो TSH का लेवल कम करेगा. सो अगर आपको हाइपोथायरॉइडिज्म है, आपके T3, T4 कम है, तो आपका TSH लेवल ऊपर जाएगा बिकॉज वो ऑर्डर लेगा आपके थायराइड को कि भाई और थायराइड की जरूरत है. एंड एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट विल हैपन इन हाइपरथायरॉइडिज्म. आपके T3, T4 अगर जरूरत से ज्यादा रिलीज हो रहा है तो TSH कम होगा बिकॉज योर ब्रेन इज लाइक अभी जरूरत नहीं है TSH की. तो ये हो गया आपका डायग्नोसिस साइड, बट यू शुड कंसल्ट एन एंडोक्राइनोलॉजिस्ट, गेट दिस रिपोर्ट्स डन, फाइंड आउट क्यों हो रहा है. लेवल जो भी मेडिकेशन का शुरू करना है वहां से शुरू करो, एंड देन अपनी लाइफस्टाइल चेंज करना शुरू करो इफ यू वांट टू रिड्यूस योर थायराइड मेडिकेशंस. ठीक है, लाइफस्टाइल के लिए क्या करना है हमने ऑलरेडी बात किया हुआ है. इट्स द सेम फंडामेंटल्स. यू हैव टू फिक्स योर फूड, eat a balanced diet in the right quantity, move every day, not just 45 minutes of movement throughout the day. You have to inculcate some sort of physical activities. 3, if you have a disturbed sleep, fix your sleep. 4, if you have a lot of unmanaged stress, do something about that. So these are the 4 things we need to do. So let's get into specific questions around thyroid, and this was about thyroid in a nutshell.
Hello. Thank you so much. That was actually very informative.
Thank you.
Yeah, because like I also relate to it. I had hyperthyroidism when I was in like 11th and 12th. After that, I had it for some time again. Lifestyle changes helped me get back. So that was very helpful.
Hmm.
You said that before that during pregnancy you might see fluctuations in thyroid for some time. Does that happen after menopause also?
नहीं, menopause के बाद if it's not related to then the reproductive organs. It is related to autoimmune after menopause.
Acha. So it might
Hmm.
happen that people get thyroid after that, and
Hmm.
it might not be related to menopause at all. Okay.
Yes.
Um, so people are saying that they have thyroid, they have it in control, they've been taking medication, but they still see swelling on face and mood swing. Is it related?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
So they have thyroid, they are on medication, and it is normal balanced now, but they still get mood swings or swelling on their face. Is that related to thyroid?
So it could be, and here is the reason why. Because when you are taking thyroid medication, your blood reports are supposed to come normal because your body is getting thyroid from
Mhm.
outside, but the internal condition is still there. So, for example, Hashimoto's thyroid, your thyroid is inflamed in Hashimoto's. So, if the thyroid ka inflammation is still there and you are just getting support from outside hormone, you will get symptoms of that inflammation from your thyroiditis. So, it could be because of that. It could be some other reason, but then you have to consult a doctor to find that out.
Fair, fair. There is an interesting question after this actually. Why does autoimmune diseases happen?
Uh, Trust me, doctors or medical world don't have the answer to that.
All right, all right. Uh, Please tell again about some of the lifestyle changes that you have recommended. So you just said that. So like, let's just go on to the next one. Um, with thyroid, if we have less hemoglobin, with which diet should we eat? Is it too
Which diet
specific?
should we? It's very, very specific. Yeah. Okay. Because some people might be new here. So today, तो मैं बता देता हूँ कि there is um, let's say आप में से कौन कौन ड्राइव करता है मुझे बताओ. जल्दी से चैट में बताओ how many of people you drive. Okay. जो लोग टू व्हीलर या फोर व्हीलर ड्राइव करते हैं या प्लेन उड़ाते हैं, if you can drive a car and if you have learned driving in your own city, for example मैंने गाड़ी सीखा है लंदन में, आपने सीखा पुणे में, किसी ने सीखा नागपुर में, तो इट डजंट मीन कि आपको कोई और सिटी में जाके अलग से गाड़ी सीखनी पड़ेगी.
Mm.
यू वुड अंडरस्टैंड द रूल्स, थोड़ा सा उनका रास्ता समझने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, है ना. बट इट डजंट मीन कि आपको ऐसे लंदन में मैंने गाड़ी चलाना सीखा है तो मैं इंडिया आऊंगा तो मेरे को गियर अलग तरीके से बदलना है, थोड़ा साइड चेंज हो जाएगा, बट गियर तो वही रहेगा. क्लच ब्रेक, मुझे गाड़ी रोकनी है तो मुझे ब्रेक ही लगानी है, मुझे गाड़ी बढ़ानी है तो एक्सेलेटर ही दबाना है. आर यू विद मी? द रीजन आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू इज कि न्यूट्रिशन इज अ फंडामेंटल, is a skill, and it's a fundamental. Our human bodies need carbs for energy, proteins for hormones, fats for hormones and lubrication and brain functioning, vitamins and minerals for immunity, antioxidant activity, water for all the body activities, probiotics and prebiotics for your gut health. Now, if you are a human being from this planet called Earth, you need these six things. This is like you learning how to drive a car. Okay? So you have to do this regardless. For some reason you haven't done it. That's why you have gotten hormonal imbalance, PCOS, diabetes, thyroid, weight loss, weight gain. तो अगर आपने गाड़ी गलत तरीके से चलाई है तो आप गलत रास्ते पे पहुंच गए हो. आपने गाड़ी को कहीं ठोक दिया है तो गाड़ी इंजर हो चुकी है. तो ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज कम बैक टू द फंडामेंटल्स. जैसे गाड़ी चलानी है वैसे गाड़ी चलाने पे आ जाते हैं. पीसीओएस के रास्ता थोड़ा अलग होगा, वहां पे सिग्नल थोड़े अलग होंगे, वो जानना है. थायराइड का थोड़ा रास्ता अलग होगा, उसके सिग्नल अलग है, वो जानने हैं. बट वो इंडिविजुअल बेस पे होंगे. मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल सकता कि सोया चंक सबको नहीं खाने, बिकॉज योर बॉडी कुड बी हैंडलिंग सोया चंक वेल, Trishula's body might not be handling it well, but that's where the individualization comes in. आपको 50 ग्राम सोया चंक लगेंगे, मुझे 70 ग्राम सोया चंक लगेंगे. तो व्हेन यू आस्क हिम कितना खाना चाहिए, वो डिफर करेगा पर्सन टू पर्सन, राइट? सो व्हेन यू वांट टू फिक्स द डाइट, सी ये जो 7 कंपोनेंट मैं आपको बता रहा हूं उसमें से कौन कौन सी चीजें मिसिंग है, स्टार्ट एडिंग दैट फर्स्ट. सेकंड स्टेप वुड बी टू add them in the right quantity as per your body. Third would be add from the right sources depending upon how your body is reacting to it. ठीक है, ये 3 स्टेजेस होंगे डाइट फॉलो करने के लिए. देयर इज नो अदर पिन पॉइंटिंग गाइडलाइन हियर.
Okay, okay. Makes sense. That was quite a nice way of putting it, so that like we can, in our situations, put that framework and find out what is useful for us. Very,
Yep.
very interesting, very nice as well. Thank you for that. There have been like a lot of comments about how people have been very grateful and like are thanking you. Some even said that teachers are like born teachers. You might be doctor by profession, but you are like a teacher by birth,
By
the way
birth.
the way you explain. Yeah.
I,
So
I
I just
wanted to I wanted to address one question. A lot of people are asking about different
yeah,
kind of salts. Guys,
yeah,
recently in last 5-7 years, because of all the natural misinformation around the natural food items, we have gotten excited about pink salt and rock salt. I'm not saying you don't use it. They have better mineral profile in comparison to the table salt. But one thing they are deficient in is iodine. We need Adults need 150 mcg of iodine every day. And if you are a vegetarian, you have only table salt and dairy products as a source. So if you are not eating table salt at all and you are just sticking to pink salt or rock salt and pink salt में iodine नहीं है. And if you are suffering from thyroid, you should stick to table salt. अगर फ्रूट पे कहीं वो आपको ब्लैक सॉल्ट या रॉक सॉल्ट डाल के खाना है, इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके. बट थायराइड कंडीशन में पिंक सॉल्ट रॉक सॉल्ट पे स्विच करना कंप्लीटली इज नॉट हेल्पफुल. यू नीड 150 mcg. अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग. नॉन वेजिटेरियन में दूसरे सोर्सेस आते हैं, फिश खा लिया, सीवीड खा लिया. बट वेजिटेरियंस के लिए टेबल सॉल्ट इज आइडियल. दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई दे प्रमोट इट.
okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Even I did not know.
Yeah.
There's one more interesting question actually. Somebody said, why is the same medicine prescribed for hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism? Is it true?
No, it's not that. So hypothyroidism mein you are getting the artificial thyroid hormones because your body is not producing it. And when you are hyperthyroid, they will give you beta blockers or some sort of blockers which are reducing or stopping thyroid gland to release more hormones.
Okay. Okay. So it might be some misinformation there. People are asking about Sendha Namak and Himalaya and so on. And then. Is
Same
that also in the
Senda namak, Himalayan namak, rock salt, they are good. I'm not saying, but for thyroid, you have to be more careful. And 150 mcg जो मैं बता रहा हूँ, that is for normal adults only.
Is thyroid related to calcium anyway? Like parathyroidism and all? I
Parathyroid
heard like
hormones, if the calcitonin if the parathyroid hormones are releasing in deficiency, or if your thyroid hormones are low, you can get difficulty in calcium deposition for sure, because calcitonin is one of the hormones released by thyroid.
okay, okay.
Yes, thyroid is hereditary. If you have a family history of thyroid, you are more likely to get it.
Okay. I think we're getting a lot of specific questions. I'm not sure which questions we should be taking. So please feel free to take any question if you are getting it. We can.
हमने जो शुरुआत में शुरू से कवर किया था वो वापस से आ रहा है, तो मैंने क्लिफ हैंगर पे छोड़ा, तो लेट मी फिनिश दैट. Cruciferous vegetables, spinach, cabbage, broccoli, soy products, tofu, soy milk, dairy, gluten, ये सारी चीजों से लोग आपको डराने की ट्राई करेंगे. ट्रस्ट मी, इट्स नॉट यूनिवर्सल. जो कुछ भी मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि अगर आपको आपकी लाइफस्टाइल चेंज करनी है तो वो सस्टेनेबल होनी चाहिए. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू अ नेचुरोपैथ और एनी डॉक्टर जो आपको बोल रहा है कि ये सारी चीजें बंद कर दो, आप ये सारी चीजें बंद तो कर दोगे, पर आप फिर खाओगे क्या? अगर आपकी लाइफ मिजरेबल हो रही है एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ यू जस्ट नॉट, सो आपके पास दो ऑप्शन है. आप लाइफ मिजरेबल बना रहे हो ये सारी चीजें बंद करके, और अदर ऑप्शन है थायराइड का पिल खा लो और आप ये सारी चीजें खा सकते हो. तो आपका ब्रेन विल यहाँ पे जाएगा, वो कभी भी लाइफस्टाइल मैनेज नहीं करेगा। और मैं ऐसा भी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि सबको सारी चीजें खानी है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको आपके लिए फाइंड आउट करना है वो चीज। इट्स नॉट यूनिवर्सल, देयर इज नो प्रूवन स्टडी टू टेल यू कि सोया प्रोडक्ट खाओगे तो आपका थायराइड खराब होगा, आप कैबेज खाओगे तो आपका थायराइड खराब होगा, कोई स्टडीज नहीं है। तो if there is no source of study, if it has happened in a few people, how about we find out for ourselves कि वो 100 में से जो 15 लोग हैं उसमें मैं हूं कि नहीं हूं, वो फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे ना। दैट्स वेयर वर्किंग विद अ न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट कम्स इन हैंडी। सो कंसल्ट अ न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट, कंसल्ट अ डॉक्टर, गेट योर रिपोर्ट्स डन, फिगर आउट वंस, एंड देन योर लाइफ इज सॉर्टेड। आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आपको क्या खाना है क्या नहीं खाना है ना। एंड
There was one more question, interesting one. Is like people with thyroid, should they be avoiding intermittent fasting, or is that not
no,
related?
no. Intermittent fasting, not necessarily. Intermittent fasting के चैप्टर में हमने बात किया था ना कि intermittent fasting is a choice, and different people react differently to fasting. So if you are someone who can go long way with 16 hours being hungry, go for it. If you can't do it sustainably, जो भी results आपको मिलने वाले हैं ना वो sustainable नहीं होंगे। Let's say आपको किसी ने बोला कि यार intermittent fasting से weight loss होता है, आपने 1 महीने के लिए मर मरा के कर तो लिया intermittent fasting, बट उसके बाद आप कर नहीं पाओगे। जैसे ही आपने खाना शुरू करोगे आपका मेटाबॉलिज्म विल गो haywire and you will gain the weight back. So whatever you decide to do, intermittent fasting, no intermittent fasting, do it only if you can do it for long term. If you can't, if the answer is no, don't bother about it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Feel free to take any questions if you find.
There was one question around my website. My website is not working because we have changed the domain. So we will update you with the new domain if you want. Okay. I'll update the team. Is autoimmune age related? Autoimmune. I'm thinking because mostly autoimmune starts early. Early your immune system starts attacking. I'm not entirely sure about it, to be really honest. If I find a connection, I'm next point उस पे cover करें. Okay,
Is
Manisha,
cholesterol and thyroid connected?
I haven't seen that direct connection. Manisha ji is asking about iodine-rich food items. Vegetarian में dairy products, curd, milk, but जो iodine युक्त नमक आता है, you just stick to that. दिन में 10-12 ग्राम नमक आप खाओगे, आपका आयोडीन sorted है. Some people did ask about hypertension कि अगर hypertension है तो हम टेबल सॉल्ट खा सकते हैं क्या? 8 से 12 ग्राम WHO का खुद का रिकमेंडेशन है. 8 to 12 grams of table salt, iodine yukt, you can eat safely even when you have hypertension. So absolutely safe. Salt light has iodine, yes.
Yeah, sodium light, because like some people have BP as well along with it, and they were
Uh,
asking.
there is this question around, which is a very important question. Someone was saying that my T3, T4, my TSH is high. Jagannath ji is asking, T3, TSH is high, but T3, T4 are normal. Why? All right. So you will see that in a lot of situations. Okay, your TSHs are high. TSH का high होने का मतलब क्या? Your brain is releasing this hormone which is ordering T3 and T4 thyroid gland कि भाई ज्यादा release करो. But आप medication ले रहे हो जिसकी वजह से आपका T3 and T4 normal है. So there is a disconnect between them. So the condition is still there. That's the reason why TSH is high. So जब भी आपको diagnose करना है thyroid है कि नहीं है, तो या तो आपका TSH high या low होगा या तो T3 ऊपर नीचे होगा. And someone also asked about the reports कि हमें कौन से कराने चाहिए, normal या free. Always go for free T3, free T4 and TSH, not just T3, T4 and TSH. Now most of the labs have thyroid profile itself जिसके अंदर free T3, free T4 ही होता है. So when you go through a lab, just tell them कि मुझे thyroid profile करवाना है, and they'll make sure that you are getting the right one.
Okay. One more question. Like you said, we have to have balanced diet, but somebody's still asking if we need to have more proteins or more fats which is needed to keep T3, T4 hormones in check. Is
Hmm.
that related?
See, high protein and high fats would work in hormonal balance, or especially with thyroid, because thyroid में आपका metabolism slow down हो रहा है. And if you want to increase your metabolism, there are two ways only. One, increase your protein intake, because carbs, proteins और fats in तीनों में से your body takes hardest or more amount of energy to burn protein. And two, if you increase your muscle mass by doing resistance training, your metabolism will increase, and that can help you with thyroid के symptoms. ठीक है? So yeah, that's
Okay.
there's one more tip that I want to give you, dietary, that can help, and then we'll end the session. Because nutrition related बहुत सारे आगे पीछे सवाल आएंगे. Trust me, it's very individual based. There are no universal guidelines as come to क्या चीजें avoid करनी चाहिए. तो क्या अच्छा है? A balanced diet अच्छा है. कैलोरी काउंटिंग, आपका जो पोर्शन कंट्रोल है वो अच्छा है, मूवमेंट अच्छा है, अच्छी नींद अच्छी है, स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट अच्छा है. बाकी जो स्पेसिफिक चीजें आप बोल रहे हो, मिलेट्स अच्छा है नहीं अच्छा है, डिपेंड्स आपकी हेल्थ. आपको क्रूसिफेरस खाना चाहिए नहीं खाना चाहिए, डिपेंड्स आपकी हेल्थ. So you can book a consultation and we can talk about your personal thing, but I can't give you a specific advice. One specific advice for all of you is, a lot of studies are coming around caffeine and chai and green tea. तो अगर आपने मेडिसिन लिया है और उसके 4 घंटे तक अगर आप कैफीन वाला कुछ भी ले रहे हो, तो कोको कोला, पेप्सी, कॉफी, चाय, ग्रीन टी के अंदर भी कैफीन होता है, कुछ चॉकलेट्स होते हैं उनके अंदर कैफीन होता है. कैफीन वाला आप कुछ भी लोगे तो आपने जो मेडिसिन लिया है उसका एब्जॉर्प्शन स्लो डाउन हो सकता है. तो जिन जिन लोगों को आदत है कि सुबह उठे, थायराइड की मेडिसिन खाई और सीधा चाय का कप या कॉफी का कप, वो थोड़ा डिले करो. मेडिसिन के 4 घंटे के बाद अपना कैफीन वाला ड्रिंक लो, दैट विल हेल्प यू बेटर योर सिम्टम्स. ठीक है? दैट्स वन एडवाइस दैट आई वांटेड टू गिव यू. आई हैव टू thank you so much, Annapurna ji, for your kind words. I have to leave now. I'll see you tomorrow for the last session of this week. We'll be talking about gut health. It's a fun one. So if you have acidity issues, constipation issues, acidic reflux आता है, bloating होता है, farts बहुत आते हैं, flatulence होता है, in fact how it is connected to your mental health, आप खाना कैसे खाते हो और how it affects your mental health, we'll be talking about that too. So it's going to be very interesting. I'll see you tomorrow. ठीक है? Awesome. I can't hear you, Trishna.
Oops, I was on mute. Thank you so much for the session. It was really informative, and I
My pleasure.
hope everybody got to learn something. And again, reiterating the basic one, lifestyle is the most important one, and things like diet are very specific. So if your questions were not answered, don't worry. It was not because we did not want to answer.
Yes.
But again, you can, of course, reach out to Dr. Mesh and have a personal consultation as well. So thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
Dr. Mesh. We'll
My
see you
pleasure.
tomorrow.
My pleasure. Shubhratri. Bye bye. Bye.
Everyone, once again, we will be sending you the recording of the session right after this in the group. So please check that out. If you have any questions, let us know. You can even reach out to our support team and ask them for a form which where you can give the question or just directly give the question or just come on the chat and write your question. But if your question is missed, you can always go there and ask us. Thank you so much. I hope it was informative, it was useful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.